Hello. Hey, people. Hi. What's up? How's it going? Breaking your games live. We're playing Yakuza 0. Yeah, finally getting to play some games, and between the streams, the last couple days of events between Battlefield, Summer Games Fest, as well as doing the E3 project thing that I was working on with the video and all the interviews and all that stuff. I finally got the rest of those uploaded today. I getting the COVID shot as well for the second one. Like, finally able to sit here and just play something for a little bit. So yeah, let's have some fun. I was trying to figure out what to play, and I was like, hey, you know what? I've been putting it off. I'm going to give Yakuza a go. Yakuza 0. Let's do that. But before we get started, real quick, I also want to give a shout out again to the channel members: Fastback, Monster 530, Flamish, Back from Dead, Infinite, Boogeyman, Psychonauts, KY Bob, Pong Soul, AssassinLupa, Master Clown, Tying Clowns, Killanitis, Matt Byrnes, Lord Ruffness. Okay, let's get it back around. I gotta remember all the names. Snakewood, Caper Grant, Bakey, Deadwolf, Fastback. I think I've gotten back around. Yep. Monster. Oh, Pope. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Good to see you, man. How are you doing? Be diving into some Yakuza here. I love that Halo stuff you posted with the gray and red, you know. It's not everything Halo usually people post is like the Master Chief green, so it's cool seeing like a different aesthetic. You're up early, right on. Yeah, I guess I've played this a little bit before. I don't remember anything though, so I'm just going back. Going back. Do you get excited for E3, Pope? I get really excited for E3. Yeah, you're sick of doing green yourself. I hear you. I always like the Halo has so much variety. People stick with the green because you got the Warthog and you got the Chief, you know. Like, I want to see more Arbiter stuff out there. Arbiter is such an underrated character. Like, it's such a great character. Arbiter deserves like his place up there, you know. I get so hyped for E3, and you know, to be honest with you, it never disappoints me. Like, I always have like crazy expectations, but I don't get like upset when I don't get what I want. I just love the festival of it all, right? Just like so much gaming stuff all at once. Be a dream to go sometime. And it's back at its fullest. Yeah, you're like that? Right on. Yeah, I get jealous when I hear all the stories, and the thing is like people say like it's actually what you think it is, right? It's not like a disappointment. It's like it like lives up to the hype. But my dream for E3 has always been to be in attendance during one of the stage massive conferences, like Xbox. Like being in the crowd when they're on stage announcing the new games with big screens and everything. That would just be incredible. You would go dressed up as Pope? That would be amazing, dude. That would be amazing. Hey, but you know, you're gonna get crowded with fans. You go dressed up as Pope, you know, people ask you, are you the Xbox Pope? You're gonna say, yeah. Formerly Xbox Pope, now Pope Art. And you're gonna get surrounded by fans. Really, that's awesome, man. Was it at an Xbox event? That's so cool, man. To know like you can have that impact, right? XO19, that's awesome. That's so cool. What do you want to see most from E3? Like, what's your dream Xbox thing?
終わりました。ちょっと封筒が。このままでいいっすか？そんなこと気にしないでいい。むき出しだろうが金は金だからね。堂島組さんは仕事早くて助かるよ。はいこれ。約束の1割。ご苦労さん。どうも。で、これは俺からの気持ちね。いや、それは。鳥班が常識のこのご時世、安い取り分でやってもらってんだ。普通なら保証の人にこんな安い額の取り立て頼めないからね。
The devs are fanning over you.
同年代のガキどもが万札ちらつかせてタクシー乗る時代に。
I was kind of like that, not gonna lie, when we got to interview. I think it was like 2 months ago. We got to interview Steve Downs, and that was crazy because I've been hearing his voice for so long as Master Chief, and to actually like have a conversation with that voice was just trippy, right? Titanfall 3, man, it's overdue. We'll see. I think we get it. Maybe not. Maybe if not this year, then the next. But I know Vince Zampello is also working on a new IP, supposedly. Well, but he's over multiple studios now, I think. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, Forza Horizon 5 has been so heavily rumored from all of the insiders that it's like gonna happen. So I'm just chalking that up to like a foregone conclusion. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I got my second COVID shot today. Between that and the knowing that we're gonna see at least a little bit of Starfield and also Halo Infinite, if it's just those 3 games, I'm happy. That makes a great E3. You know what I mean? But we also have other stuff, lots of other stuff that's gonna be there. But even if it was those 3 as like the headliners, that's great, you know? So I don't know if you saw that this project I had going on, Pope. It was for like fun community E3 predictions, and I got like a bunch of people from the community, and we did like this video where we had I think I interviewed 30 people, and I made a 53-minute video. It's a super cut of everybody's reactions to some questions I asked and then predictions. And I put that video up, and then also I had finally finished. I've been working on this for like all week, getting all of these videos uploaded to YouTube, of all the full interviews as well. So it's all on a playlist there. I know people were trying to share it to Xbox for me to see if they could get their attention. You're under lots of NDAs. Yeah, I imagine. It's hard work is paid off for you, Pope. I haven't interviewed Pope yet. I need to interview Pope. You know everything. It's like, how can I get predictions from you when you know everything? I know you gotta know stuff. You gotta know everything. I would love to do an interview just with you at some point if you would like to do it. Just to ask questions. I like to keep things light and loose and fun. I don't try and take anything too seriously. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would love to like ask you about what it is about Xbox, you know, like, you know, favorite games, favorite characters, signs that you like. I don't know, just fun stuff. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yep. That's what I'm telling you. Is like, you know everything. It's hard. But next time I do a project like that, Pope, I'll make sure to reach out to you to see if you're interested. I wish I knew the stuff that you knew right now. I've heard some things, you know what I mean? But like, I try not to put too much weight on it because you never know what can happen. Sup, Neo? What's up, man? How's it going, dude? What did y'all think of the Summer Games Fest? You picked up another partnership yesterday, Pope? That's amazing. Cooking a late night snack? Nice. I think Elden Ring saved it. Right, Elden Ring saved it for sure. Yeah. It kind of felt like a warm-up to E3. I think there was like some good things for sure. I really liked a couple of the PlayStation indie games they showed. I liked the Midgard one. It was like a top-down RPG style. Kind of reminded me of Sacred. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Sacred, but there's like a top-down dungeon crawling hack and slash type game that was called something Midgard. That one looked really cool. Also, the Metal Slug Tactics game looked really cool. There was the Tiny Tina's game, looked cool. Actually, Evil Dead looked really good. And then Elden Ring, like at the end. So but there, in the middle there was like a lot of filler that seemed like unnecessary to have at a show, like 2 Overwatch characters. Like, is it news that you're updating the characters for the sequel to your game? I don't think that should be news. That should just be an expectation. You know what I mean? Hey, the characters are updated models. Of course. That was kind of weird. And then like spending 10 minutes on Warzone Season 4 was a little unnecessary. Then they had like the Nier character skin for Fall Guys. Just like little weird things like that, you know? It was kind of like, did they really need to do that? But like, overall, it was still worth watching, I would say. That one other feedback I have is Jeff Keighley just talking too much. But yeah, Elden Ring was like definitely like came through for him at the end. Could you imagine that show without Elden Ring though? Without that big surprise at the end? Let's go. Yeah, exactly. And I'm honestly glad that Elden Ring got out of the way. So that, because that was something big they were probably going to show at the Xbox show. So we got to see it anyway beforehand, which leaves more space for Xbox to show something else. Right? Like, maybe if they were planning on showing that, maybe they'll fill it up with something else that they deem pretty worthwhile, right? That maybe they weren't ready to show yet. Today, well, Xbox Ultimate, that's tonight. That's our podcast. That's in the middle of the night for you, Pope. That's late for you. The combat in this game is really good. Yes, they do. They definitely suck. I think you're about 6 hours ahead of me. And we go live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. for the Pope. I feel like if Jeff like tried to put on a show and he didn't make himself the focal point of it, and he just kind of did the thing where he talked and then kind of got out of the way, it could be like a better presentation, you know? Yeah, I'm sure you are. You got all those secret meetings you have to attend. Hope. Gotta make sure you get up early. I'm a nighttime person myself. $15? Wow. It's. I remember when you started saying you were getting them, and now it's just like open the floodgates. I guess word gets around that people are having good experiences and stuff like that. I'm sure, right? Like in high demand. People see that people want this stuff. You know, like that's amazing. Congratulations, man. Wow.
それより飲みに行くんじゃなかったのか。
Oh, I can't even imagine what's going on there. I know you can't say. I would just be excited if it's anything Starfield related. Wolfenstein related. You could have some fun doing some designs with that stuff, I'm sure. How is it going over like with the NZXT? Are you still working with them? Oh, I'm supposed to follow somebody. Nice. Yeah, they seem like they're a good company. Next year or so, I might be upgrading my PC. I was thinking about because I'm kind of a pre-built guy. I don't mess with that stuff, you know, like I don't build PCs and all that. Oh, right on, Pope. Oh, I remember that. I did play a part of this game. Because I remember this. I remember the drunk guy. I don't know if you're there, Neo. Have you played Yakuza? Are you a Yakuza guy? Drunkards. Oops. All right, come on. Welcome back. Oh man, are you Yakuza guy, Pope? Oh, right on. Hey, Lord Ruffness, what's up, man? Yeah, the subtitles don't really bother me that much. I'm used to that from JRPGs back in the day. It's when it's like too much of just boom, repetitiveness, and you don't ever get back to the action, right? This has a little bit of that, but it hasn't been too bad so far. Quite like Sleeping Dogs. Have you played Sleeping Dogs with the FPS boost on Series X? Cause it's like a different freaking game now. It's amazing. These are the subtitles you speak of. Yeah, check it out with the FPS boost. It's definitely worth it. That and Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Halo Wars 2, all are like 4K 60 now, I think, with the FPS boost. What's up, dude?
Hey man, how's it going?
Bad. Sitting here streaming, playing Yakuza 0 right now.
I
Or,
love that game. So
did you
good.
did you just take a nap?
No, I just got done watching. Well, before I had a nap, watched Loki, so I just got done watching Loki. It's good stuff.
Loki is gonna be good. Do you think was it like it's just one episode, right? Is available?
Yeah, yeah, it was just one. Yeah, I think it was just that one. Um, I love the acting in it. I think Loki, the guy who does Loki, does a great job. And then the guy opposite him, I can't remember what his name was, but he he was doing pretty good too. I'm wondering where it's going. But it was really cool to. Did you see it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay,
Low
never
Roughness,
mind.
I don't think it's in Game Pass. But it may not be very much. I think it was on sale recently. It'd be worthwhile checking in on. Did you get the chance to watch Army of the Dead yet?
I didn't finish it. I started watching it last night.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to finish it. I fell asleep.
Yeah, Pope. I'm kind of like that too. Like with shows, but like the Marvel ones, I just have a hard time waiting on. Like I like to kind of like. I like Netflix how they drop them all at once, you know. I think if Disney Plus may eventually do that when they have more of these shows like dropping like all the time, right? But it's like I really love binging them, like just go one after the other, after the other, after the other. But it's hard on these ones not to like, I'm impatient. I have to see it like right away.
Was Pope wanting an interview?
Was that?
Is Pope get an interview?
Is Pope get an interview? Yeah, eventually when he slows down, he's got too many meetings. He's got said he's got 15 partnerships right now. It's insane.
That's awesome. Yeah, Pope's awesome.
I know he's good at Rainbow Six too, man. Don't let it. He's got more than just design skills.
Yeah. Some are you excited for Extraction, Pope? That's what the next one's called, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was going to be Rainbow Six Quarantine, but they changed the name.
For obvious reasons. In fact, I don't even I'm pretty sure I know why.
It's okay, Lord Ruffness. Like I every time they announce a game, or like I just ask, is it going to be on Game Pass? Not because I'm saying it has to be or needs to be. It's just like, it's always like a curiosity. Like, ooh, is it on Game Pass? But you know what happens so many times is like these games that I plan on buying end up going to Game Pass day one. Like it's happened with Dark Alliance, Rift Breaker. Was another one that actually was on my radar. MLB The Show. It's insane.
When you buy a game and then it goes on Game Pass, it's just like a bad feeling.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that does happen.
You buy it and then all of a sudden, like, they announce for Game Pass like the day after. So I think that's it too.
Yeah, Pope says he just likes the normal Rainbow Six. He doesn't like the side thing.
Okay, well. I tried to hype him up, but
he's
like,
he's a purist.
I see.
今日後で顔出すよ
I was a purist a little bit for Halo, and then I realized, you know what? I love all the Halos.
Yeah. I love Halo. I put in Discord as asking people like what is a Halo spin-off you want to play, because like there needs to be more, right? Oh, but oh my gosh, those leaked shots of the TV show.
Oh, so good.
Dude.
All right, we need to make a video on there. I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
I've just been really busy.
Was that the Prophet of Regret or the Prophet of Truth, or like?
That looked like Regret, I think. But didn't Regret? I think he died in Halo 2.
I don't know. I got to go back and like look at an image of him and then compare it, you know, to like those Halo 2 scenes, right, with the Arbiter.
Mm-hmm. I remember in Halo 2 where Cortana's like, regret, and then all of a sudden Johnson's like, we regret having these aliens. And then they're like, hoorah!
Hoorah! Hoorah, soldier!
Yeah, he was in Halo 2, and I'm pretty sure he died in the last one. It was like the Prophet of Regret, the Prophet of Truth, and the... I have to go back and watch it, but I don't know when this takes place in the timeline. I feel like it would probably be a little bit of an origin story, and then take inspiration from like maybe Halo 1, or maybe even Reach. But I did see like the flood or whatever that was on the asteroid.
Lord Ruffness says he's afraid of doing that with Watch Dogs Legion.
What, like it? What were we talking about?
I don't remember what we were talking about. So one problem was delays in chat. How it's like a 15-second delay. It's like,
yeah.
Do we know when the show takes place, Jasper? Yeah. So I'm gonna bring up our E3 schedule because that's the easiest way for me to remember. To be honest with you. All right, so our coverage Saturday, will be at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Maybe before, and that's in the lead up to the Ubisoft show, which is at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, they're gonna have Gearbox. I don't know, I forget exactly what time, but we'll be doing Gearbox, I believe, as well. Possibly, I don't know. We'll see. I'm playing on it. And then Sunday, the 13th, with the big bangers, the big show, the big daddies. We're gonna be live all day for this one. We're gonna start at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's an hour before the Xbox conference. That's gonna be at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then we're going to be going all day into Square. We're gonna go into the PC Gaming Show, into the Future Games Show, and then the next day, the 14th, will be live sporadically throughout the day, just to kind of cover some of the events that have happened, because there's a bunch of little random events that day, but there's nothing huge. Oh, okay, my bad, Jasper. And then, hey, but while I might as well finish. Tuesday the 15th, we're gonna go Nintendo Direct. I just, when anybody asks what time anything is right now, I just assume automatically it's E3 for Xbox. Because that's on my mind.
Oh, he's afraid. He's afraid of buying Watch Dogs Legion for game. Okay, sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, Watch Dogs. You're afraid of buying Watch Dogs Legion. Yeah, I think that's coming to Game Pass, dude. I would wait. And Jasper saying the Halo TV show timeline. Based on those screenshots, I'm thinking
the
it's
style
like
of it
Halo
like
1-ish, Halo 2-ish timeline.
He's wearing Halo 2 sort of armor he has on, but I'm wondering. It's probably gonna. It's on Showtime, right? So they're probably gonna want to do like an origin story of how Master Chief is, like basically who he is as a person. So that's why I said Halo 1 and Reach, because that's what I would do if I was making this show and introducing it to an audience. And it looks like it has a huge budget, by the way. Like they actually have a CGI like a prophet. It looks like the game, like, you know, those long alien headed dudes. So if I was them, I would want to go back. But the armor kind of looks like Infinite in a way. I think it has the 117 on his thing, and but it kind of reminds me of Halo 2, because Halo 2 is like when you see all the prophets and stuff. So that's why we're thinking Halo 2 timeline. But we'll see.
This is so stupid.
Plans to be Yakuza. Dude, that game is so good. There's so much to do in Yakuza. It's ridiculous. Like, you do like little dumb side missions, and then it doesn't take itself seriously. Are you singing right now?
Yeah. I'm doing bad.
Okay, cannot make close-up shots.
I'm not good at this. I was never the best GDR player.
Like good at rhythm games?
Yeah. It's on Paramount Plus, Jasper. Yeah.
Oh, what did I say? I said Showtime.
Yeah. It's same
I thought
thing.
it was Showtime.
It's produced by Showtime still. It's still being made by Showtime. It's produced by Showtime. It's on Paramount Plus. They're all part of the same company. They decided to put it on the Paramount Plus platform, I think, because it's more like they're pushing it more for like to get a bigger audience on that platform. It makes sense. It's if they're trying to drive people to a platform, like Showtime still doesn't have a lot of subscribers, I wouldn't think. Like, but Paramount Plus has more potential, right, to grow. So like I think it's something like Halo could drive a lot of subs there, but like Showtime, people are just gonna sub and then unsub, right?
Yeah, and also like they got isn't Rugrats on there?
There's a
That's
lot of
Paramount.
different stuff. They had, I mean, seems like a decent platform now. They got quite a bit of content. They just need
I'm
for them. They
not
need to get
gonna
Halo
do it,
out because,
but-
like,
Yeah.
they're struggling probably compared to like the other ones, right? Especially when you say like there's Discovery Plus now, and then there's like
This
Discovery
is too
Plus,
much.
HBO Max, Netflix,
Like
Disney
like
Plus.
I get these are very rich companies and they're trying to make these deals and whatever, but there's just so many streaming services. There comes a point where you just need to like team up with someone else, like
Yeah.
a Hulu,
Well, that's why
a
there's
Netflix.
keeps consolidating.
Yeah, it's just too many. Or do what Hulu does, where you get like an HBO inside of Hulu, whatever, and it kind of attaches to your own thing.
Well, they have
But
that
for
now with
cheaper.
like certain things like Prime and stuff. You can like add on HBO and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think you may be able to do the same thing with Hulu. We actually subscribe to Hulu Plus, so like it's like a replacement for live TV pretty much. You know, you just get DVR and all that stuff.
Mhm.
そのうち俺ら二人8匹でコンサート行ってたりしてお互い想像したくねえ姿
Good service. Then we have HBO Max and Disney Plus
おいなんだよ
and
全
Netflix.
然食ってねえじゃんか
Yeah,
Game
it's
Pass.
Game Pass.
That would be
Game
nice
Pass is
if
so cool.
they added like
Well-
streaming service, like one of the just get one of them. Give one of them to us as part of Game Pass. Any of them. Just pick one because that'll just save me a little bit of money.
Paramount. So I can watch Halo and then
There you go.
cancel it.
Paramount Plus.
Oh, I just want the Halo show. And maybe Rugrats. Rugrats is my show.
警視庁の調べでは栗原さんは金融業者数社から借金を抱えていたとみられ、今後
Microsoft can start buying television networks. Next. Well, hell, the subscription model is working so well for us with Game Pass. We can just keep adding value to everything, and just take control of the world with media. We'll buy Disney while they're at it.
相手のこと結構痛めつけたって言ってたよ
People always want Microsoft to buy these things. I kind of
Yeah.
do. I kind of want them to also because I'm just, I'm a fan of Xbox. But like, it's just so funny. The standards of these companies are so different. With Sony, it's like, what is it for Sony? I don't know. For Xbox, it's basically like, hey, buy these billion-dollar companies. And for Sony, it's kind of just like, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Make some more God of War. I want another good Horizon. Oh, maybe people should be saying a siphon filter. That's what they should be saying. People should be saying, "Give me a siphon filter. Give me a SOCOM."
Oh, thanks, Jasper.
A
Yeah,
lot of their shooters are like gone.
何やってんだよ取り立てで相手殺しちまうなんてよ
Like Killzone is gone. SOCOM is gone. Siphon filter's gone.
組か
Bring those back.
Yep. So many. Just bring back Splinter Cell. You know?
No habla English.
Why not?
事務所に電話した
I
今のニュースの件で呼び出されたんだよなお前
I wonder what was going on with that whole Kojima thing today. Did you go back and
I
watch
still missed
3-bit?
it. Nah.
It's not, I felt
Tell me
like,
about it.
guys, I don't know if y'all felt this way, but I did. I felt like Kojima. I felt like Kojima was saying a sad goodbye to Jeff Keighley during the show. He had him
go to Xbox. Is that what?
because you gotta listen to the conversation, dude. He was in an interview with Jeff Keighley talking about the future of game development and how he's changing things, and he's looking to the future of where the future's going, and he has to take that into consideration. And he's doing his changing his creative process for that, and looking forward to announcing stuff about that soon. And it was like, and then
Xbox.
Jeff was like, "So you don't want to tell us any more about that?" And he's like, "I can't right now." And he's like, "But there's one more thing," and he showed that Death Stranding thing. Right. But it almost felt like this goodbye to Jeff.
So, goodbye
to.
to
I'm moving to Xbox, Jeff. I know you're never gonna have me
I'm
back because I'm
so
gonna betray
sorry.
you. I'm sorry, Jeff. Lord Ruffness says, "Hey guys, want to hear something funny? I got up and started looking for Xbox Ultimate. Must be wishing the week by so much trying to get to Sunday. Yeah, dude. That's crazy." What time is it there right now, Lord Ruffness? What time is it there in Australia? I'm thinking you live in Australia, eh? You're right. That's a horrible accent. Is it a crack of dawn?
Aye.
Yeah, we go live in oh geez, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's the wrong night. It's Thursday night right now. Well, technically it's now Friday morning
When we wake up,
because it's
it'll
12:30
be Friday.
a.m. Yeah, when we
Right.
wake up, it'll be Friday, and then it'll be Xbox Ultimate Night, which is our pre-E3 show. It's going to be E3 Eve. E3 Eve. 3-bit.
Yeah.
The
I'm
next
excited.
day after the show will be
It'll be E3.
E3
Right.
and kicking it off with the Ubisoft conference. I'm excited.
It's gonna be so good.
It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait for that. And then we're going to follow that up with all the stuff on Sunday. So we get like these next 3 days are going to be absolutely incredible. Yeah, Lord.
Get a decent boost to your channel for the bid. Oh, did you?
No, you didn't
Did
see
you
the
get a
Battlefield
decent-
stream?
No, I was there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
seeing like, yeah, good, decent amount of subs. That was a good stream.
It was fun. It was crazy. Just you never know when sometimes YouTube is gonna push it. You just see a bunch of new names in the chat.
Yeah.
Now, one amazing thing happened because of this stream. We discovered Mukbang Mermaid.
Mukbang Mermaid.
Oh my gosh, 3-bit. So this is what happened. Okay, the chat was so crazy that I missed 2 super chats. Okay, there was a super chat from Wilbo Baggins, and I tried to Wilbo Gaggins. Sorry, and I tried to find him on Twitter, so that way I could like apologize, right, and say I'm sorry, Mr. Super Chat. But I ended up being lucky, and I caught him the next day. I'm sorry, excuse me. And then I missed a second super chat from somebody named Mukbang Mermaid, and she said like my gills love you or something, like you make my gills happy, love you friend or something like that. It's just a nice little super chat, right? And I was like, how do I contact this person? So I looked up their channel, and it is one of the funniest fucking channels I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I shit you not. Me and Kate and Psychonauts were just cracking up hysterically over this channel. It's this lady, and I don't know if it's her husband or whatnot, but you know what a mukbang is, right? So she's like has like prosthetic stuff, like what do you call it, like not makeup, but you know, she's like latex, you know, like the actual like mask and stuff. She's like in full like mermaid, like, and doing mukbang and her husband or whoever the guy is also has stuff on, but he's like this old looking guy that, you know, dude, you gotta watch it. It's greatness. And we were like, what the hell is this, dude? It was amazing. So I left a comment hoping that she saw it and apologized for saying, wow, this was like hilarious. So mukbang mermaid, keep it up.
Nice, I'll check it out. Mukbang mermaid.
It's something we got to watch together and experience together for the first time. So don't watch it until you're in like a Zoom call with me and like Kate and Psychonauts
Tomorrow.
Yeah, this is like this is a must.
Alright, I will watch
it. Hey, what's up, Psycho? Psychonauts knows what I'm talking about.
Welcome. Oh, I got a cutscene.
Did you just wake up, Psycho? I think you just woke up. Yes. Go to Doji Man family. No, you woke up earlier. Anything that got showed at the show that I like today? I liked a lot of different things at the show, actually. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't like the show, but I did like some things at the show. I liked Metal Slug Tactics. Was amazing. Out of here, bud. Oh, dang. Oh, damn. I like Metal Slug Tactics. I liked that Midgard game. I liked the one Xbox indie game that they showed. It kind of looked like, kind of had like Inside vibes a little bit with the style, gameplay. What it's called, like Planet something.
Ooh. I just had a cool cutscene.
What are you playing?
NBA 2K21. Had a lot of students today.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was saying what games do they play. A lot of them play 2K. Like, dang.
2K is extremely popular.
Yeah. A lot of them play 2K or Roblox. Those are like the #1 answers I got.
No Call of Duties?
Nope, not a single. Not a single. 2K Roblox, 2K Roblox, 2K.
What's up, Bubbles?
It's a Psychonauts, not the regular Psychonauts. It's a Psychonauts 8. Hello.
Hello.
Abna.
Hello, sweet children. How are you doing today?
doing fantastic.
How are you?
No, I went upstairs to go fucking grab something to eat, and then I'm sitting there just watching TV, and I fucking nodded off, sitting up. I'm like,
all of these guys look like Wayne Newton.
yeah, Greasers and Wayne Newton.
I was watching Loki. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Surprised me
last night. It was.
I like the way they did it.
Mm-hmm. It didn't give you like a Twilight Zone feel.
It did.
It was kind of gave me a Twilight Zone.
I like where Marvel's kind of headed in this direction where they're kind of experimenting with stuff, like the timelines and magic and stuff like that, which I really like, because before it was very, I guess, grounded. Yes, it did have like Asgard and stuff, but it still felt like, I don't know, like we didn't get this stuff, if that makes sense. We didn't get the trippy WandaVision, like this other dimension and stuff like that. So it's cool that they're going in that direction, because that's pretty much what the comics do. They go into those crazy realms sometimes and other planets, and it's cool that we're finally getting.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's good, bro. You need to watch it. I mean, if you wait another hour and 10 minutes, you'll get to see the second episode.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take a little break and watch it tomorrow. I was like exporting and uploading like 6 hours today.
Nice.
I finally got the entire playlist up.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's
That's
25 videos.
I have to go back and watch some. I was close. I think I said like 24.
Yeah, well the other one is the super cut, right?
Now we need a Mav director's cut where it's all spliced together. It's all spliced together in one film.
That's the Snyder's cut. We demand it. We won't stop saying it until you make it.
This is the one back to back version.
Yeah.
5 hours.
Break it up in chapters.
Well,
yeah,
the way this is set
one.
up, you could, if you watch one, it'll automatically just take you to the next one, right? So it's already is the Snyder cut in a way.
Did you at least put like the intro in the beginning?
Nope.
Oh.
It's uncut, unedited. It's just bam.
Raw footage.
See.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw at Game Fest wasn't horrible. You know, they had some good games. I just not a fan of Keeley just sitting there talking. It's almost like he's hear himself talk is what he likes.
I hope he doesn't do that with the Game Awards.
He did. What do you mean he doesn't do that? That's what he does.
I hope he doesn't like with the Game Awards, kind of like take a back seat and let other people present. Like they had some other present series a little bit in Game Awards. Was this just him?
Yeah, this was just straight up him with a guest. And then so Goldblum came on and said something, and then the chick from Call of Duty came on, which we didn't need. And am I missing another? Oh, Ryan Reynolds. I think that was it. Oh, and no, I'm sorry. And Hideo Hideo.
Hideo. Yeah. Matt was saying earlier that it seems like it's
It was his
a goodbye.
It was his
to
goodbye
Sony.
message to Jeff.
And to Sony.
That's the way I took it.
It's so funny. I gotta watch it.
You won't see me anymore on PlayStation.
Well, he just
You will
knows Jeff isn't gonna have him back because they're gonna have no reason to because he's only gonna be making Xbox games, and Jeff doesn't show Xbox games
That's
unless
what
he's forced
seen
to.
in the show. Like, Elden Ring is awesome on Xbox. Okay, end of the show.
Yeah.
Then we have the smaller game, Elden Ring. It's Xbox, PlayStation. Alright, good show.
Yeah, because I saw somewhere that said the PlayStation has owns a percentage of From Software.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. That's what someone.
I mean, it's still possible to do. It's like technically Nintendo owns like a percentage in Bandai Namco. Yeah,
Yeah, but
and I'm pretty sure
Nit-
they publish From Software games.
but Nintendo, but Nintendo is not going to be like, hold on, you can't make that marketing rights to Xbox. We own. How can someone that doesn't own shares do that?
Right.
And then so instead of making a big thing, they're like, fine, then no one gets fucking marketing rights, and we'll just. I mean, it's kind of shitty because if they were, Microsoft was led on to believe that it was going to have marketing rights for Elden Ring, and then now it doesn't. What money, if there was money transferred, is that now gone?
You know what?
Is there going to be some kind of?
Just wait till E3 and then these next few years when Xbox starts releasing these games, what they say, like every 3 months there's going to be a major game. When that happens,
No, every
as
month.
a developer,
Every quarter.
dang. Once that happens, as a studio, as a developer, it's like you have to be looking at Xbox and be like, okay, that's pretty good. Not only are we not being charged for crossplay, not only are they potentially lowering the cost of even putting your game on Xbox, they're providing these tools where it's easier to have your game on Xbox One and also Series X without making a whole other version. Not only you have all these different stuff. Let's go to Xbox, you know? Like, I feel like over time that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, they definitely played the smart game with all that, because in the long run, more and more developers are going to look and see the incentive of going to Microsoft and having their games and being like, okay, well, you're charging us less, like you said, and I mean, spot on. Microsoft was very, very smart this generation. They're playing the long game. Sony's playing the short game. And they're trying to scramble to make up and do something for a long game.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't come up with something soon, it's not going to last very long.
Yeah, it's just like there's just so much incentive as a developer on where it's very beneficial going to Xbox, and there's like literally a whole line of people wanting to get into Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just, I definitely see them winning the hearts over in Japan with how, because Microsoft is being more honorable in the ways that they're doing handling business. I mean, you look at
Oh yeah, I think the 15th, Jasper.
Look at Sony. They already can't. They shut down the Japanese studio. They already made them upset with changing the X and square button for input. So a lot of there's like a lot of strikes against them within. So if Microsoft can go and not win, I should say, be more predominant in the Japanese market, that's a win for Microsoft, regardless how many consoles are sold. And
Yeah, they definitely have a strategy that is like it's impressive. It's impressive.
did you watch the Satya Nadella and Phil Spencer?
Yeah, it's good stuff. It
It's
just
nice to
goes to show you how deep their partnership goes. Some people just think that, like, that Phil and them maybe talk like maybe once a month or something. Like it just kind of shows you that their partnership between Phil and Satya is deep, and that's great for everybody.
Yeah.
Because once you have the backing of the CEO of a huge company like Microsoft, which is kind of rare, like even in a Warner Brothers and stuff like that, they're not trillion-dollar companies, but like huge companies usually, you have to, I don't know, you usually don't have that support as much, is what I'm getting at. And it's really cool that someone like Phil has the support of someone like Satya, because that means, like, Phil's a gamer, so he understands how things work. And even though people might not see what he's saying right away, they like eventually he kind of changes the culture of gaming. Like when he first started with putting games on PC, I remember the backlash of that, and I remember how people didn't really understand his decision and saying Phil sucks and all this different stuff. But look how he kind of changed gaming itself. Now PlayStation is doing it, and now people are accepting it as not everybody, but the other side of things, like PlayStation, people still a little petty about it, but it's cool because everybody it's a lot more inclusive, a lot more choices to. If you're on the Xbox side of things, you get a lot of choices on how you want to play things. That's something Phil has definitely have done, and I've talked about this with different coworkers of mine, and it's amazing how much Xbox has made the process for games easier for a lot of different developers. Even spec wise or system wise, they literally have in the kits for the Xbox, easier optimization targets for games. So if you're making a Series X version and then you want to also make an Xbox One version, it's very easy to do so because within the kits. That's why some of the kits took so long, because they were building these tools for developers to make it really easy to have a Series X version, and then if you want to make a other version, it's very easy to do so, which is why I always tell people that games are scalable. There's a million reasons why I think so, like with the architecture and stuff, but Microsoft is also building these tools that make it easier. So this is a crazy, interesting generation. We'll eventually have the 3-bit tech segment. But yeah, this is super cool, dude. I've seen the kits. I haven't had they're not setting one in my house, but I've seen them, and it's really cool with all the technology within DX12. It's just crazy. And then I've been playing around with Unreal 5 the past few days, and it's so cool. I can't even get it underneath. Like I've been like trying to push it to a certain frame rate. Like it's hard to get underneath. Like like I've been trying to get it below the 30 frames, and it's very hard. I've been like loading it with thousands of ponies. Remember that video I made?
Yeah.
All those ponies. It took forever to render. Dude, I can't. I put like 1 million ponies on there. It's no lag.
Crazy.
Like on Unreal 5. So the technology in Unreal 5 is insane. I had that long post about the capabilities of it, and basically me experimenting with it. And I did notice like for these static meshes, it's like technology is insane. They basically have it so there's millions of polygons, and then you zoom in, it like dynamically changes, and you can't tell with the human eye. You can't even tell that it's scaling up and down. It just looks like a texture, you know. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm glad that Microsoft waited to implement the full
for full RDNA2.
Full RDNA2, not
Full
custom.
RDNA2.
Not custom, full.
Full, not freaking fake RDNA. Oh my gosh, that post.
Yeah, I had one person comment. Actually, let me see if I can find it.
Move it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so one person commented. So exactly my question was, here's a question for the people that think the PS5 has more than a couple RDNA 2 features. So my question is, what RDNA 2 features does the PS5 have? Just legitimate, straightforward, not not trying to, really be a troll other than, that little part in the beginning. But, that whole thread is horrible. But anyways, so the reply was, exactly. And there is surely a reason Sony is so tight-lipped on the situation.
No! Come on! I'm triggered again. Dude, come on. People can't be that. No. Like, here's the thing. Do they think AMD is, like, hiding these features from the public? Like, do they think it would not benefit people to know that, like, hey, we are AMD, and our partners like PlayStation, they use some of the features we have in our own chipset. Like, you would think that benefits people. Instead, they think Sony has been hiding these RDNA 2 features because they have some secret sauce in their console. Like, no, they have their own ways of doing like ray tracing. Like, they have like, while Microsoft is doing hardware.
I thought the guy was agreeing with Psycho.
Or was he?
Yeah.
I mean,
he said
what
exactly.
he said?
Exactly. And there is surely a reason Sony is so tight-lipped on the situation. Meaning why Sony hasn't came forward yet.
He said like he was tight-lipped because Sony has like this secret freaking thing.
No.
They're trying to hide something.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm tired of freaking seeing that too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Not from all I know of with what RDNA2 features a PS5 has is just power efficiency, and maybe one other, and that's it. Blue during the whole, pre-launch of both consoles.
Does
he was
Blue podcast?
No, Blue does not podcast. And that's why a lot of times Blue, when he words stuff, he words it in a way that it doesn't make sense because he can't come out and say it. So it's like you got to kind of read between the lines on some of his tweets. Is that whoever he is or she is definitely within the industry? Because I mean, the things that he finds and the keynotes that he has, I don't see just anyone from the public
I do not know
having.
who y'all are talking about.
There's this Twitter guy. His name is Blue something, and he goes into these really deep tech analysis, and he's been doing it since like the Series X was even announced. And he would really dive into like documents, like tech documents, and really goes into features that are in RDNA2, and basically he's been right since like day one, like when all these other
it's Jason
content
Ronald's
creators.
alt account.
It really feels like it, because he's been like right since day one, while these other people's like, no, PS5 is RDNA3, and he's like and he'll like break down why it isn't, and he'll show like what's in PS5, and he'll show actual documents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
His name is Blue something. I can't remember. Blue is Violet.
Yeah.
What the heck is
Yeah.
that following?
He is definitely
Oh, it's following.
he or she is definitely very knowledgeable, and and he wasn't saying PS5 only is RDNA 1.5. He's like, yeah, it's using the RDNA2 architecture, but this is what, and I think that's the power efficiency and one other thing that he mentioned, and he's like, that's it, and that's for allowing the chips not to be, or be hot,
Yep.
that's what the power efficiency is, plus with the variable rate, variable frequencies that the PS5 is, we're
Does
seeing
the chipset? Do you know if the chipset for PS5 has like the paste on it? You know what I'm talking about? Like the paste to keep the chips cool.
Thermal
Like some-
paste.
Yeah.
it has
Does it have
the
thermal
liquid
paste?
cooling. It has liquid cooling,
Oh, like the phone.
so it's cooled even more, and it's still artifacting, like it's overheating.
It's the memory that's doing that. It's not the chip.
Yeah, the freaking oh gosh,
Well, the Gamers
I got a
Nexus
headache.
does a breakdown on that stuff and exactly
The,
why it's artifacting. It's not the chip. It's the.
Is it the
Oh.
I/O speeds from the SSD that's causing the fan to be like? What's causing it to be hot? Is it the
There's not
GPU,
enough.
CPU, the
Did you
overclocking?
Did you watch the Gamers Nexus video?
No.
I've seen a
Y'all
couple
need
of
to
tech
y'all need to
breakdowns.
watch
It's
the
just been a
Gamers
long
Nexus
time.
video because he 100% breaks it down 100 with all these tests, everything. It's like the most thorough, and he has no skin in any game other than just doing tests like he does on everything, right?
Yeah, I saw
And-
his Series X test.
So go watch the play PS5 one. It blew up. This was like right after everybody's got the PS5s and they were having like artifacting and Spider-Man and stuff, and like he did his analysis breakdown and stuff, and basically it's the memory, and it's in a bad spot where it can't get air and there's no vents to allow air to pass through properly. Then he basically says it's a bad design.
I keep seeing people say like the PS5 Pro is going to have a design like the Series X because that allows for a lot of airflow. Um, I'm wondering if that's what they're gonna do eventually for the PS5 Pro version of things. But yeah, I gotta watch that video. It's interesting.
It's like very long, but it's like in depth. And it's if you want to see like what the core flaw is of the PlayStation 5 and why it's having all the issues with them not being able to add the memory and everything else, then that's what you need to watch.
Some of the basic like
I mean, he takes
software
diodes
flaws.
and like hooks things.
So I wasn't
like,
sure about the.
He does temperature tests on the core components and stuff, and like it's very, very, very deep analysis, like thorough. There's no disputing it.
Nice. I'll check it out. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm freaking thirsty.
In fact, in that video, he said when he's breaking down exactly like what happens from like potentially this getting too hot would be something, could be something like artifacting can happen and all this kind of stuff.
Did he also do the Series X?
He did, but he did the Series X way after. I mean, probably like a month or two after. I never saw that one because, but I did like see like his basic analysis was that it was fine. A couple things I'd like to see better potentially. But.
Yeah, it definitely pushes the heat out, and it keeps it in a like a vortex cone shape, even being pushed out. So it's not like just. It's like so it's pushing a lot of air. A lot of hot air.
I mean, he does like deep, like number comparisons. I mean, just like it's. This was like right soon after it launched. Yeah, and he's unbiased. He's just doing a tech breakdown. He doesn't. I mean. He's just saying, okay, this is a hardware. We're gonna do a deep dive analysis on it, just like we do everything else, you know. But like PlayStation, like fans, like ripped him, you know, for
having to say.
Yeah. He had to do a follow-up like stream about it because also like Xbox fans were like twisting his words, you know, and trying to make a huge thing out of what he said. But also, like, PlayStation people trying to discount it as well.
If it doesn't favor my console, it can't be right.
Right. It's like so stupid. Like, yes, there is an issue, and that, you know what? Like, this is what I made a tweet after I saw that Gamers Nexus video. Okay. In a DM. I DM'd one of our groups. I think it was one that had like a few people from the community that kind of like to debate or whatever. and I just basically said, I said, oh my gosh, like this is legit now. Like this is a legit issue. So I said, they're going to have to adjust things. They're going to have to like either lower the clock speed or increase the fan speed. Or do something because it's just like this is a serious thing. Like if they don't, then they could potentially end up having like a red ring situation, right? Because if they ended up having a situation that bad, they're not capable of recovering and affording to deal with that like Microsoft is, right? I mean, you're talking about millions of devices having to be recalled. That would be a massive problem for them. And so I was just saying, like, okay, they got to do like increase the fan speed or lower the clock speed or something, and they got to update the games and all this stuff. I mean, and the response I got in the DMs from these people, people would like freak out. It would be the end of the world, like, and they're never gonna do that. They're never gonna do that because of that. And I'm like, no, they're not gonna tell anybody. They're just gonna patch it up like optimization updates, right? Like it's like being optimized, you know, like optimization updates, but their optimization updates are lowering the performance because it's going too hot. And they're not really telling anybody. Then shortly after I said that, like 2 weeks later, Assassin's Creed gets an update, and all of a sudden it performs worse than the Series X, and people in the PlayStation fans are like, "What's going on? This is not right. Like, how does this happen?" And then you have all this other stuff where the fans are running faster than they were before, and then like they had to do that, right? They put it out running too high. And they needed to save, so they ran out optimization updates, which is normal, right? That's not uncommon. It's normal to do that. But that variable clock speed is not great.
Not a good thing.
Because like if a game comes out that really needs to push the limit, you know what I mean? That could be bad.
It's not good for a lot of reasons. Like it's not good. Okay, overclocking is not the best thing for several reasons. For one, when you're a developer and you're making a game and you are trying to your target, like you're trying to optimize a game and you have a set target. Let's say not your 9 teraflops or 10 teraflops of just performance power. Let's just use that as an example. And your optimize the game is like, okay, cool, 10 teraflops is what what I need to hit it for. But then the fans are running too hot in the PS5 and it puts it to 9 teraflops. You're like, oh well, I just optimized the game for the 10. So what is that going to do to the game? It hinders the performance of the game. And then you're like, oh, so actually let me optimize it for, I guess, the 9 teraflops. But what does that do to the 10 that is supposed to hit? It's actually supposed to hit 10 teraflops, but it's actually downclocking to 9. It's this weird game where they say it's 10 teraflops of power, but actually because of the fan speeds being so inconsistent, because it's using the power where it needs it, right? So basically it goes down to like 9 teraflops really, and then your game is actually going to have some resolution problems, and like your SSD is pretty much useless unless you are building your game from the ground up just for that SSD, and then if you do, then it can only be on the PS5. So Ratchet and Clank, if that game is truly just fully utilizing that SSD to its potential, then it's not going to be on anything else, which is fine. More power to them, but that doesn't really work for multi-plat developers. Like, like they're not going to benefit from that. So then it kind of hurts them there too, because if you're not fully utilizing the SSD, why'd you pour so much money into it in the first place? If a lot of people can't even utilize the one thing you say is better than the Series X. It's just this crazy thing that I go into with people who DM me about it. Especially that one episode, the Ultimate, there, that one guy is like, you're wrong about this tech stuff. And I don't remember what we're talking about with on that episode, but if there's anything to do with that, it's just like, it's all, at the end of the day, it's about how easy the developers can develop these games, and what do they have to do to push the game to its limit. And it's kind of just it's kind of ridiculous sometimes on the PS5, because they don't have great backwards compatibility basically making them having to do a whole other version of the game just to get it to run. How many times have we heard that from different developers? You know, and they're like, "Oh, I can't. Sorry, this version of the PS5 is going to be 1080p, dynamic to 4K 60, and on Series X is 4K 60." And the main thing from fans is instead of asking for better, they just keep saying, like what? They just keep saying like, "Oh, but it's a pack compact game, so it's fine," you know. But that's gonna happen for like 3 years. So you're gonna say that same thing for 3 years? It's an old game. It's back compact game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If so, that narrative is gonna be you're gonna have to be saying that narrative for like 3 years.
Well, they're going to support the PS4 for 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, but they're hoping that like most of those games will get PS5 versions as well. At least.
Yeah, but they're going to be. Yeah, but if the. I don't know. They first party will do the 2 separate versions. They'll do that. But third party.
Indie devs will, but the bigger publishers will.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And that, what does that do for like the developers? You know,
Yeah,
that kind of sucks for them.
Well, they didn't do that for Resident Evil 8. They didn't have 2 different versions. Did they?
pretty sure they did.
For Resident Evil, I don't remember. I think they do.
I'm pretty sure they
There's
do.
a PS5 and a PS4 version of the game.
Yeah, if so, it's Capcom. Like, I could see them doing that.
'Cause I know, well, Biomutant wasn't.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation 5.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Hey, if you guys focus your attention into the Xbox Ultimate Podcast DM for a moment, I just thought that was funny.
It's funny, Psycho. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Hilarious. We'll see.
Maybe
We'll
I should
see what
switch
the
to playing some
generation-
Conviction.
I try, but these 360 games they don't like me very much.
Free bet. Amazon.com router.
It's not that important to me right now. There's so much crazy stuff going on, but I will. Trust me.
Give Kate in the DM. So she's hard on that Ubisoft train.
Mm-hmm.
CMVR shot you down though because it's a public company. So that we would if that was it has already been in the
Here's the
works,
thing.
then we would already know. Supposedly.
For what?
Well, technically they have to announce it, but they also could not say it either.
Sniper
but-
Ghost Warrior. Is that
Just-
what you guys saying? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that.
You don't care, he said.
Just not gonna say nothing. But you guys will see in a couple days. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 PS5 version was delayed because PS5 is difficult to work with. Here's the thing. PS5 is not super hard to work with. It's exactly if they have built games on the PS4 before, it's basically like the PS4. Their dev kits works exactly like the PS4. Now, if you want to push your game a little bit further and you want to make 2 different versions of a game, that's when it becomes extremely difficult to work. Like if you're just making a game on the PS5, it's not as bad. It's exactly like the PS4, and then you can push that 4K 60 maybe, depending on a lot of other factors. But if you're trying to make your game on the PS4 and PS5, good luck. Good freaking luck. It's a little difficult there because they don't have like a smart delivery feature. Like in the dev kits for Xbox, they literally have like some really easy features to make it so you can optimize your game for Xbox One, for Series X, for Series S. It's literally like picture like a menu in like Photoshop. And like you can like go to that menu like, oh, this is my Series X profile. Like it's actually amazing how they do it, but it makes sense. They're Microsoft, right? They build applications like that, so it makes sense. Sony doesn't really specialize in that stuff. That's not their forte. They're really I don't know. I'm not a fan of their engineering as of late, but if they say his PS5 is difficult to work with, and the PS5 version, that's because it kind of is. If you're making multiple versions, you have to make a whole other version of your game. Just for the PlayStation. PlayStation just been really inconvenient this generation. Lupa!
Lupa! Lupa. Hello, Lupa.
How are you, Lupa?
I ate his kidneys with some fava beans.
So I wonder if, like, okay, so let's say you're making a multi-plat game like Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. That's a long name. And you're designing a PS4 game and an Xbox One game, and then you're also making a Series X version and a PS5 version. Okay, so the Xbox One version, is it easy to make a Series X version like optimized up? Okay, so then you can't really just like turn that into the PS. You can't port that over to PS5 because there's different standards there as well, right? So like,
I mean, PlayStation has their version of backwards compatibility, right? Like a lot of PS4 games, as far as I know, like every PS4 game can run on the PS5. But if you want to have a thing where you upgrade your game, if you want something like oh, I want better textures, I want better whatever, that's when it kind of gets difficult because they don't really have a version. They don't have the best technology for you to do that, like smart delivery. Like, people really underestimate, like, oh, smart delivery is dumb. You're just having a version of your game. But it actually goes deeper into that.
Oh yeah, go look at Neo GameSpark's timeline earlier. What he's having to try and do to get his freaking save file.
Yeah, it happened with me when I was trying to play Miles Morales, and it kept playing the PS4 version of the game.
Well, he was having issues because he had the disc version previously, and he got the digital version, and his save file wouldn't transfer. He needs a save file. Something like that.
How do you say this? Let me game share. Homie, let me game share his PS Plus download of FF7 Remake. So I was able to get my save data for the PS5 version. Grateful for friends coming in clutch. But bro, this should not be this convoluted. This is why I prefer Xbox and Smart Delivery. It just works. Is this like the part 1 of it?
That's that you got to look at more. There was more before that. AssassinLupa, vicious.
I'm trying to figure out what the first post is. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, so hopefully someone can help me out. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Hey, Lupa. Got the full PS5 edition digitally. Apparently, I can't transfer save data. Hey, Lupa. Can't transfer save data between physical and digital editions. Kind of backwards. I let my homie borrow the disc a long time ago, so I didn't have access to it currently. But this is so backwards. So unless I have the PS4 version available to upload the data, I can't get my. Yeah, that was so dumb. That I had a similar thing. I was trying to get my God of War data onto my PS5, and you physically need your PS4. So if you sold your PS4,
yeah, my PS4 is gone.
Then you're screwed. You can't. You physically need your PS4 to get that thing on your PS5.
Yeah, because you gotta
that's what you
basically
really appreciate.
upload your stuff to the cloud. You have to manually do that. But yeah. I don't think you can do that even with the PS5. Like you can't do PS4 cloud save to PS5, right?
Well, what I had to do to transfer it was it was a while ago. I can't remember fully. I had to go to my PS4, and then you connect a wire from your PS4 to your PS5, and then you select which game data you want to select.
Sounds like something I would have done between the Xbox and the Xbox 360.
Yeah, but that didn't work for me. So what I had to do was I put it on like a thumb drive or something. I forgot how I ended up doing it. But it was just ridiculous. Because then when I did it, and I put the save data on my PS5, I remember for like Last of Us and God of War, it didn't work fully, so I had to do it again. I'm like, that's what I really appreciated Smart Delivery. Because all that stuff they do for you. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Xbox could, like, Jasper's got a good point here in the chat that Xbox could be vicious with their marketing if they like went after PlayStation for this stuff and like just had a comparison video, getting your save file from PS4 to PS5, and you know, just like it showed like, okay, you got to do all these steps, you know, and then like just put in the game on the Xbox, right? And it's already there. You know? What's up, Paul?
Yeah, no, all that they had to do is like, this is how you transfer your old game files on Xbox, and you hit the power button, and that's it.
Yeah.
You do know that Mike's only just finished that Pong and Dreadpool broke the record of 5.25 hours.
Oh my gosh, they just finished?
We just finished at just gone 20 past 7. As soon as I messaged you in the chat, that was when we finished.
Wow.
From 2:15 to 7:15, 5 hours, just over.
What
It was nuts. They talked their asses off. It was really, it was really good.
Oh.
It was a really good show. They did like Ubisoft E3 predictions, Nintendo. They went through the whole lot.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 hours.
Yeah,
it was great.
It's like I was like, I really want to get on with my guys and play some games, but no.
I was sleeping.
It's crazy. It's awesome.
You were sleeping. Yeah, well, there was only 14 of us at the end in the chat. We didn't. They didn't. A lot of them didn't make it. It was fun though.
Yeah, I agree. It's not their style. I don't really like that kind of marketing either, Paul. I didn't like when PlayStation did it, but it would be great for Xbox just to do it once. It's just one time.
He still kind of did the.
But if
back
he
up a
did
little
that
bit.
today, if you read them
So-
texts,
I
he
know,
did
I saw
today.
that. Yeah.
But I wanna
Just,
see the
just in a
actual
form
marketing.
of petty revenge.
They had
Just-
a dig today. It was really
Yeah.
good.
He, yeah,
Him
it's true,
and
both
Aaron.
of them. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
You had a fuckhead give you a thumbs down.
Cool.
What?
Thanks, man.
Oh
Yeah.
well, we know who that is. Who cares?
No, I was just letting you know. You
It
have a
just
thumbs
gives
down.
us kudos, you see, that somebody
know.
cares enough. We're in their mind space enough for them to give us a
Yeah.
thumb down. You see, that's
Yeah.
how you got to think of that.
We live in their heads for free while
Yeah,
we
for
don't
free.
we don't even think about anything like, oh, you
Exactly.
exist. So shit. I thought
Oh,
you
well,
like
okay.
fucking disappeared. I'm sorry.
We thought you'd left the country, dude, or left the gaming verse.
It's like, well, dang. Well, anyways, back to my 2K.
Yeah.
Gonna
I
shoot
hear
some
you,
baskets then. Yeah, I wish Xbox would do it at least once. Just to
Just
be
a petty one time, you know, as a joke.
Just one petty, please.
Yeah, but that would lower them to PlayStation standards, and they're not like that.
Spare one pettiness.
It would have to be
But
in
the
in
competition
a
is
satire
good anyway.
way. Do it in a satire
Yeah.
way so it comes across as a joke. You know what I mean? Just like
Uh-huh.
just one time, just to have some fun. You know, like
Like the Xbox Twitter and the Game Pass Twitter do. Funny as hell.
Yeah. Have Aaron Greenberg and like Jason Ronald just sit there and talk about something. And be like, oh, Jason's here to explain how you transfer games on Xbox.
Yeah.
Turn on the power button. You're welcome.
And just move it, you know. Like I moved everything from my what was it, my 1S over to my 1X in one movement, and it took like minutes. It was so easy. And I just unplugged my hard drive, you know, that external drive that they don't own. I just unplugged that and plugged it into my X. It was so cool. So sweet. So easy.
I know, like,
Fucking Kate. Oh my
how does it
god.
work? You can use like an external, but you have to move it to the internal, so it's kind of useless. I'm pretty sure.
No, you can't use an external on a
Yes, they are
PS5 at all. That's why they can't download
I thought
any
they
games
did like an
off it.
update where like you can use it, but just as storage. You can't play games off of it.
Oh no, this is it. You can't use it to play games off of. No.
Yeah, which is like, what's the purpose?
But I
like,
can't even. I can't even. Really? Did they? Because I don't remember that. I must have missed
I
that
think-
one.
3-bit,
Yeah.
that's the mukbang mermaid in the
oh yeah.
I love all the wigs that they have for her.
I would sub twice if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Where? To whom?
Mukbang mermaid, it's freaking hilarious. Lupa.
Our-
Oh, that. Yeah, he
Our
was
special
talking
guest
about.
Friday. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think.
Oh my god.
I know who it is, so I can't say anything.
Oh my god. Do you know how funny if whatever, if let's say they guessed on our show for something and they said yes.
What, Phil?
No, mukbang.
Oh, dude, it'd be amazing.
And then she's just sitting there eating. She said,
Just the whole time mukbang while.
Don't be doing that, Psycho. That's
"Oh, then
disgusting.
watch some of their videos, Lupa.
No, nobody's gonna do that in my ear. Thank you.
Put your
I
headphones
said
on."
I'll watch it
No.
on Zoom tomorrow. I'll watch it on Zoom. What you tapping there?
Tapping the buttons.
Was it
Tap,
Cindy?
Taparoo.
Tapping buttons, eh?
Are you fighting?
Pretty much sounds like it.
Does Yakuza 0 have the multiple fighting styles?
Yeah, but I don't know how to switch. I keep trying to, but it's not. There he goes. Uh-oh, I just died.
I love
Oops.
I'm about to face some Mavericks.
Going down, bro.
Nah, you can't touch me. I chose the worst teams ever though. I didn't mean to choose the Knicks. I was trying to choose the Nets.
How do I
Now I'm
block?
stuck. I forgot.
Okay, left bumper. There he goes. Dodge.
Yeah, so my the gas station at the end of my street that I always grab my cigarette from. There's a chick there that always talks to me and stuff, but she's younger. I don't know. She's probably like maybe later 20s, like 25, 27 possibly.
My age.
But she's always like, I'm like, is she like? It feels like she's flirting, but I'm like, I'm old. I'm like, I'm looking, I'm like, no, I'm just thinking it. And then freaking today, cause I was like, yeah, I was downstairs doing a podcast, and there was a thunderstorm happening. I was like, oh shit, during Summer Game Fest. And she's like, well, I like podcasts, so now you gotta tell me what podcast you're on. So I told her, and she's like, okay, I'll come by tomorrow and come check you out. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
all right, shit. So we'll see. She's cute.
See you on the ultimate.
But I mean, like, fuck, man. I'm like just the age,
Fuck,
it's
man.
the age thing. I'm like, yeah. No, if she was like 35.
Oh, you're only as old as
it
you
would've
feel,
been-
psycho.
No, it just.
As what you feel, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm in my 20s sometimes.
Well, there you go. See, you're only as old as
Well.
what you feel, as in who you
Depends
feel.
on depends on the recreation that what I'm doing. I feel like
How do I save? I gotta get out of here to save.
Yeah. Literally today, my ex commented on my videos. I'm like, oh.
yeah.
Oh
I saw
yeah, I
that.
saw that.
Oh, you said I remember you saying that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she wanted something done.
No.
She might want to work it out.
Yeah, she missed that deep
Yeah.
diving.
Psycho.
She misses that cool, calm, smoochy face. That's what it is.
Well, I think I'm okay.
I think she's got competition now, though.
I love you, Lupa.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
What do you guys play?
Yakuza.
Dragonflies? Psycho? What are you playing, Psycho?
That's what I'm looking. I'm seeing.
I'm playing Dragon Quest 2 because I left it on, so rather than restart it, restart something else, I just went straight back into it.
Oh, Make
Oh,
a
Ninja
basket.
Gaiden came out?
Yeah, I know. I need to get it, dude.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the
Why am I literally playing
remastered.
this?
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection is out.
After this
Yeah,
game,
they
I'm gonna
gave away 5 of them in NLG's chat tonight. But you know I'm not quick enough to grab codes. So I was going to get it and give it to you guys because I don't play it. But there's also Rift Apart, isn't it, in there soon? Or is it today? Or
yeah, I
when?
think
Can't
it's
remember.
I might.
I think
live
it is,
stream
yeah.
When I can. It's kind of crazy time because it's E3, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez. Okay, fuck that. Hey, Stubbs. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. But I gotta go to bed. My
I
wife is
don't.
waiting for me.
All right.
Stubbsy, thanks for stopping by.
Your wife
Paul,
is waiting
Jasper,
for you.
all you guys. Y'all take it easy. Thanks to all the channel members. You guys all rock. Amazing people. Thank you. Hey, Psycho. 3-bit.
Yeah.
Lupa. Oh, y'all are amazing.
See you
I will.
whenever.
I will see you, I guess, sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, sometime tomorrow, isn't it?
Yep. And hey,
I never remember the times until you hit me up.
We'll have a blast on the
yeah.
podcast tomorrow. We'll have a blast tomorrow night on the podcast for the our pre-E3 show. Big E3
Yep.
Eve.
So, what are we talking about?
I don't know, Psycho. I forgot already.
Okay. What did I...
No, like
And,
it's gonna be really wicked.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna roll with that through all the E3.
All weekend.
It'll be fun.
There'll be a big buzz.
Heck yeah.
Coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
All right, we all take it easy.
Yeah,
Bye.
take
Bye.
care.